students, welcome back. So now today we are going to start another topic, chromosomal theory of inheritance. So previously we have discussed about the Mendelian inheritance. Okay, in that one we have done different laws. So here again there will be inheritance. Inheritance means transfer of character from parents to their offspring. So how it is related to the chromosomal theory. Fine. So here what happened that before 1900 century, what happened that in 1865 Mendel's published his work. Whatever work he did, he published. But that work was not recognized by that people of that time. Okay. So what was the reason behind it? जिस समय मेंडल ने अपना वर्क शो किया, लोगों ने क्या एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया तो क्या रीजन रहे होंगे? सो व्हाट वर द रीजन बिहाइंड इट, व्हाई पीपल हैव नॉट एक्सेप्टेड द थ्योरी ऑफ मेंडल? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, it is written that communication was not easy. That time the people was not communicated if you compare to the today's time. अगर आप आज की बात करें तो आजकल क्या है, communication is good, but that time communication was not good, and due to that the research was not communicated to the broader areas. Okay, so that was the first reason. And the second reason, concept of factors or genes as stable and discrete units that control the expression of traits of alleles which didn't blend with each other. What does it mean? Here we know that Mendel said that there is a factor, okay, nowadays we are using the term gene, so it is responsible for the inheritance of character, okay, from parents to the offspring, and these genes is present as a stable and discrete units. It means that whatever the characters present in the parents, they will inherited into the offspring. But how they have showed that it's a discrete units and it will not blend with each other. But later on, so many variation created, as we have done the example of law of incomplete dominance, okay, which is not followed according to the Mendel's law. So these type of variation discarded that this concept can be wrong. Another one is mathematics approach to explain biological phenomena. And we know that Mendel was a mathematician. Okay, so whatever the result he showed according to the mathematics, or he used the statistical analysis. But that time the people was not aware about that much. Even biologists, they don't know more about these approaches, so they have not accepted the Mendel's approach. ओके, उस मेंडल्स क्या थे, एक मैथमेटिशियंस थे, और उस समय जो बायोलॉजिस्ट थे उन्होंने एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया कि कोई भी रिसर्च मैथमेटिक्स से रिलेटेड भी हो सकती है. ओके, अनदर वन इज फैक्टर्स और जीन वर द डिस्क्रीट यूनिट्स बट couldn't provide any physical proof. See, if we are doing any research, okay, we have to prove it. We have to give results. If we are giving results, we have to show that research in a proper way. But Mendel was not able to give that proof. So he said that factors or gene are the discrete units. Okay, but he was not able to prove it by any research or by any test. Fine. So these are some we can say reasons that Mendel didn't get that much credit for his work. And up to the 1900 century, what happened that nobody adopted this Mendel experiment or Mendel's laws. So but after that, in 1900 century, 3 scientists came: De Vries, Correns and von Schermer. These names are very, very important. So he came and he rediscovered the Mendel's theory. What he said that he has done some work. See, up to the 1900 century, the microscope was not that much exact, or there was no discovery of chromosome. Nobody know about the nucleus. So the answers or those things were not discovered. So here we can say that when these 3 scientists came and he said at that time there will be advancement in microscopy. हुआ क्या, 1900 सेंचुरी से पहले किसी भी तरीके के अच्छे माइक्रोस्कोप नहीं थे. माइक्रोस्कोप पे एडवांसमेंट कब आया? 1900 सेंचुरी के बाद. अब एडवांसमेंट के साथ साथ अगर देयर वाज अ गुड microscopy, what will happen? We will able to see the nucleus or the chromosome pattern very easily. So वही हुआ वहाँ पर भी. जब माइक्रोस्कोप आए, अच्छे माइक्रोस्कोप, तो हमने देखा कि सेल डिवीजन कैसे होता है, हाउ द chromosomes are splitting or dividing during the mitosis and meiosis. Okay, so we were able to understand all about it. So with all these things, what he found that there is some chromosome structure. After that they named chromosome. They said that there is some thing which can be stained and it is present during the cell division. Okay, जब सेल डिवीजन के बारे में पता चला, उसके बाद in 1902 what happened? There will be some chromosome movement. They found that कि chromosome कैसे move करता है during the meiosis. They come to know that what happens during the karyokinesis, what happens during the cytokinesis, as we have done in 11th grade, all about the mitosis and meiosis. So here, after that, after the discovery of microscope, proper microscope, and after the discovery of chromosome, and then another scientist came, Walter Sutton and Theodore Boveri. Very important name. So what they have done, that they worked independently, okay, but they worked upon the Mendel's work. They work as a basis of the Mendel work, and he found that these chromosomes are behaving like the genes, and these genes are what? The factors given by the Mendel. जब इन्होंने सटन एंड बोवरी ने 1902 में देखा कि क्रोमोसोम कैसे मूव कर रहे हैं, उसी के बिहेवियर पे उन्होंने क्या कहा कि दोनों ही क्रोमोसोम और जीन्स एक जैसे परफॉर्म करते हैं. बट मेंडल वॉज नॉट एबल टू डिस्क्राइब इट प्रॉपर इन अ क्रोमोसोम वे, क्योंकि तब तक क्रोमोसोम के बारे में किसी को पता था ही नहीं. जब ये पता चला तो देन ही गेव विच थ्योरी? क्रोमोसोमल थ्योरी ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस. So we can see that the Sutton and Boveri gave the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Okay, so here we will discuss that how the chromosomes are related to the genes. What can be the similarity between these two? Fine. So let's discuss about these concepts. Now we will discuss more about this theory, which is given by the Sutton and Boveri. So here what they said, that both are having Mendelian's factor as well as the chromosome having the same type of characteristics. How? The first thing, as we have discussed, chromosome and genes occur in pairs. Okay, चाहे वो chromosome हो चाहे वो gene हो, दोनों ही कैसे फॉर्म में होते हैं? Paired form में. As we have done in case of chromosome, for example, this is the chromosome from maternal one and another from paternal. Okay, so in any cell they are present in the paired form. Okay, so here if we talk about this genes, here we have talked about the chromosome. If we talk about the genes, or we can say Mendelian factor. So in Mendelian factor we have done any character, okay, governed by the traits, any character having two traits, tall as well as dwarf, if we are taking the plant height. So the character plant height we have shown with the this one and another with the small one. Okay, but whenever we are going for the crossing, what we are doing? We are pairing them. So if this one is present, so it is present in paired form. If recessive is present, it is present in the paired form. Again, if it is a heterozygous condition, again it is in a pair form. Okay, so Mendelian में भी आपने क्या देखे थे? ये एलिट्स paired form में थे और क्रोमोसोम भी कैसे होते हैं? Paired form में होते हैं. Fine. So this one we have proved as given by this theory. Now another one is the two alleles of a gene pair are located on the homologous site of homologous chromosome. As we are talking about the two alleles. Okay, so for example this one for the tall as well as this one for the recessive. Right, so here इसका मतलब ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर हमारे पास होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम होते हैं तो होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम में ये जो जीन है, ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल एनी जीन इज गवर्न्ड फॉर plant height, any gene is governed for the color of the eyes, so all these are present on this chromosome. Fine, so ये कैसे जगह present रहेंगे? Homologous chromosome. And what are the homologous chromosome? these are the homologous chromosome. Homologous chromosome का मतलब क्या होता है कि डीएनए किस में प्रेजेंट रहते हैं, क्रोमोसोम्स में, और कैसे अरेंज रहते हैं, लीनियरली अरेंज्ड. डीएनए arranged linearly on these chromosome. For example, these are having genes. Okay, these are also having genes. Now if I say there is one character which is plant height. Okay, so this plant height can be tall, it can be dwarf. For example, if you are taking as a maternal and this one as a paternal, ये हमने कैसे लिया है, जो मदर से है और दूसरे जो फादर से हैं. ठीक, जो जीन इस जगह पे को प्रेजेंट रहेगा वही जीन कहाँ प्रेजेंट रहेगा, इस होमोलोगस में. होमोलोगस मीन्स सेम. ओके, जो जीन इसमें रहेगा उसी वही जीन दूसरे क्रोमोसोम में भी रहेगा, लाइक दिस. ओके, सो वी कैन से दैट इफ वेदर इट इज अ प्लांट हाइट और वेदर इट इज द कलर ऑफ अ हेयर और द कलर ऑफ द आईज, same is present on the homologous chromosome. Why? Because we know that we all are human beings and we are having how many number of chromosome? 46 number of 46 chromosome and 23 pairs from the mother side and 23 from the father side. But out of these 23 pair, 22 pairs are homologous. In 23 pair में से कितने पेयर homologous होंगे? 22 pair. What about the one pair? It decide the gender of the offspring, so we cannot say it is a homologous chromosome. तो यहाँ से अगर हमारे पास क्रोमोसोम के पेयर्स हैं तो हम कह सकते हैं 22 पेयर कैसे हैं, homologous, जिसके दोनों ही जीन एक ही जगह पे प्रेजेंट है. फाइन. Now if we'll discuss about the segregation, what happens, they will separate from each other and some character will come from the mother side and some character will come from the father side. That's why it is important that कभी भी अगर क्रॉसिंग होती है तो किसके बीच में होती है, सेम स्पीसीज के बीच में होती है. व्हाई? बिकॉज बोथ आर हैविंग सेम टाइप ऑफ जीन इन देयर होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम. अगर ये अलग अलग स्पीसीज होगी, ओके, इफ यू आर टेकिंग फीमेल फ्रॉम वन स्पीसीज एंड अदर मेल फ्रॉम द अदर स्पीसीज, व्हाट विल हैपन, these homologous pairs or these structure can be different one. ओके, हो सकता है कि जो जीन यहाँ पे हो उसके लिए वो जीन कहीं और पे हो, तो उस कंडीशन में हम क्या कहेंगे कि वो होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम नहीं है. फाइन. सो हियर द only important thing is that the two alleles of a gene pair of any gene, for example any gene for a plant height having alleles, and these alleles are present on the homologous side. It means the same side of the homologous chromosome, of this homologous chromosome के homologous side पे present रहती है. Another one is homologous chromosomes get separated during gamete formation. यही बात मेंडल ने भी कही थी. According to Mendel's, what was happening that during the segregation the gametes are segregating. Okay, so here if you will see that again in case of segregation what will happen, these get segregated. ये भी क्या होंगे, एक दूसरे से अलग हो जाएंगे. Okay, so same thing as it is following in the Mendel's law, it is same followed by the chromosomal theory. Chromosomal theory भी वही कहती है जो Mendel's theory, that what will happen here, they will get separated during the gamete formation. Now another important point is the paired condition of both the chromosome and Mendelian factor. Okay, chromosome and Mendelian factor restored during fertilization. Again same thing it is saying, as we have done in the Mendel's law, what was happening there after the gamete formation, these haploids are mixing with each other, or we can say combining with each other and forming the diploid one. As we have done this one, what was happening, capital T like this and small t. Gametes they are forming capital T and gametes they are forming small t. When they were combining, what was happening, capital T and small t. So same thing it is happening in this form. We have started from the diploid one. हमें पता है कि हमारे जो पेरेंट्स है वो कैसे हैं, diploid one. Okay, two end maternal and two end from paternal. But during the gamete formation, what happens? They changes into the haploid condition. What will happen? They will changes into the haploid condition. कैसे हो जाएंगे? Haploid condition में. Again, when they will fuse or they will combine with each other, what will happen? They will form the diploid structure. And from this side and from this side, what they will form? They will form 2M. Same thing as we have done in case of spermatogenesis and oogenesis. What was happening there? From the spermatocyte we are getting the haploid sperms. Same from the in the female we are getting haploid eggs. When these haploid sperms or these haploid male part combining with the haploid egg part, what was happening? We were restoring the diploid condition. ओके, सो सेम थिंग द पेयर्ड कंडीशन ऑफ बोथ द क्रोमोसोम के केस में क्या होता है कि दोनों ही पेयर क्या होते हैं? हैप्लॉइड कंडीशन में होते हैं सेग्रीगेशन के टाइम पे. बट ड्यूरिंग द फर्टिलाइजेशन व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग दैट दे बोथ आर कंबाइनिंग एंड अगेन रीस्टोरिंग द डिप्लॉइड कंडीशन. हमें पता है कि हमें किसकी ज़रूरत है? किसी भी इंडिविजुअल में कैसा होता है? डिप्लॉइड कंडीशन होती है, तो हमें उसको क्या करना है? रीस्टोर करना है. सेम साइड बाय द बोथ द थ्योरी. फाइन. सो हियर we have concluded that as we are moving in this chromosomal theory of inheritance, it is showing that we have combined the character from both mother as well as father, maternal or as well as from the paternal, and these all are happening during the cell division. Okay, and one more important thing about that, as we are talking about the genes, all these genes are present where? In the chromosome. So we can say that chromosome is a vehicle which is carrying the gene. हम क्या कह रहे हैं कि जीन है वो किस में प्रेजेंट रहते हैं? क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट रहते हैं. Where these chromosome will go or where these chromosome will divide, these genes will go on that side. Okay, so we can say that, for example, if it is a nucleus of any cell, so these chromosomes are present like this, and inside these chromosome DNA is present where the genes are present. So these chromosomes are the vehicle or the carrier for the genes, for the inheritance of character from the parents to the offspring. Now there is one diagram shown in your book. In this case they have shown that what happens during the cell division. So students, you have to memorize the mitosis and meiosis. In that condition what was happening there? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and we know the characteristics of the all phases. And before that there is an interphase, and if you will take any cell division, it is divided into karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Fine. So it will start from the G1 phase and then G2 phase. Between that there is a S phase. In that phase what will happen? There will be synthesis of DNA. It means that the volume get increased during this synthesis phase. For example, if we are having these chromosomes in a cell, now during these synthesis what will happen? They will get double. अगर आप क्रोमोसोम यहाँ पे देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे क्या है? 1, यहाँ पे भी ब्लैक 1. लेकिन जब G2 फेज में आ रहे हैं तो हमारे पास क्या हो जाएंगे? डुप्लीकेशन. ड्यू टू दिस डुप्लीकेशन ये वाइट एक और वाइट बनाएगा अपने साथ में, और एक ये ब्लैक अपने साथ में एक और ब्लैक बनाएगा. व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग? इट इज हैपनिंग ड्यू टू द सिंथेसिस. फाइन. अगेन these 2 black will form again another 2 black, and these 2 white will form another 2 white, and these are the result of the division. Now again if we move further, we are saying meiosis first and meiosis second. Again in meiosis first the division are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. As it will reach up to metaphase, what will happen? The chromosome gets aligned into the equatorial plane. ओके, हम पता है कि मेटाफेज में क्या होता है? जितने भी क्रोमोसोम है वो कहाँ पे अलाइन हो जाते हैं? इक्वेटर पे अलाइन हो जाते हैं. ओके, बट एज द मेटाफेज विल complete, what will happen? There will be starting of anaphase. मेटाफेज के खत्म होते ही एनाफेज स्टार्ट होता है. एनाफेज में क्या होता है? There will be a movement of these chromosome towards the polar side. Okay, so these chromosome will shift it towards the poles. So कहाँ पे ये एरो मैंने शो की है? तो ये एरो क्या शो कर रहे हैं कि ये क्रोमोसोम किधर को मूव कर रहे हैं? इस पोल को, एंड दिस वन टुवर्ड्स द अपर पोल. Okay, now when they will move towards the opposite pole, they will get divide itself, and division of these chromosome takes place. That's why we have said that during the anaphase what will happen, there will be a division of the homologous chromosome. यही आपको यहाँ पे शो हो रहा है, यहाँ से क्या होगा, division. Due to this division it will form one cell and it will form the another one. Fine. Now the condition is, in case of meiosis we are getting n number of cell and n number of cell here. What will the level? Haploid and haploid. In meiosis 2, as we know that meiosis 2 is what? It is just like a mitosis. In this case what happens, that there will be a we can say it is equating the number of gametes. If we have formed, for example, if we are having 2n and with the division it is forming n number and n number. When meiosis 2 will take place, again what will happen? It will not get half. What it will do? It will equate and it will form another haploid. Fine. So it may be the condition of spermatogenesis or it may be the condition of oogenesis. In case of spermatogenesis we are getting haploid sperms. हमें क्या हो जाता है spermatogenesis में? सारे हमें sperms कैसे मिल जाते हैं? Haploid. When these will combine with the another one, for example in case of oogenesis we are getting what? Ovum, which was also a haploid in number, they will combine with them. Okay, the ovum which is getting from the oogenesis, when they will combine, what it will form? It will form 2n. So but here we are talking about the meiosis. So up to here what we are getting? 4 haploid germ cells. Fine. So same thing we are happening after the meiosis first. When meiosis 2 will occur, again in meiosis 2 what will happen? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. In after completing the prophase there will be a metaphase. Again in metaphase they will come into the equatorial position. हमें पता है कि metaphase में क्या होता है? Again जो ये क्रोमोसोम है इस सेल में और इस सेल में दोनों ही क्या हो जाएंगे? इक्वेटोरियल पोजीशन पे आ जाएंगे. As the metaphase will complete, there will be a anaphase of which one? Meiosis 2. In this anaphase what will happen? They will move towards the opposite poles. क्या होंगे? ये दोनों ही अपने अपोजिट पोल्स में जाएंगे. ड्यू टू दैट देयर विल बी अ कंप्लीशन ऑफ एनाफेज एंड आफ्टर एनाफेज देयर विल बी अ टेलोफेज. आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ टेलोफेज व्हाट विल हैपन? देयर विल बी अ cytokinesis. And what is cytokinesis? There will be again division of this cytoplasm. Okay. So when cytoplasm of this cell will get divided, it will form first this type of क्रोमोसोम एंड अनदर सेल कंटेन्स दिस टाइप ऑफ क्रोमोसोम. अगेन यहाँ पे भी क्या होंगे? डिवीजन होंगे जो हमारे पास अलग अलग डिवाइड हो जाएंगे. एंड आफ्टर ऑल वी आर गेटिंग 4 हैप्लॉइड. Okay, so this is all about the chromosomal theory of inheritance, which is just like a Mendelian's theory. As according to the Mendel's, what happens that all these are following the law of segregation and law of independent assortment. Okay, so this theory we can apply it for the 2 characters. Here we have taken according to the law of segregation, which is the basis of the monohybrid cross, or about the 1 character. Okay, now one more important thing about this theory, that whenever we are talking about the homologous chromosome or the division, what happens that हमें पता है कि क्रोमोसोम कैसे रहते हैं? Like this. Okay, it is from, we can consider maternal one, another is paternal one. Okay, अब ये क्या करते हैं जब इसको फ्यूज कराना होता है. ओके, ड्यूरिंग द फ्यूजन व्हाट विल हैपन? बिफोर दैट देयर विल बी अ गैमेट फॉर्मेशन. फॉर द गैमेट फॉर्मेशन व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड? देयर शुड बी अ रेप्लिका ऑफ दिस क्रोमोसोम. हमारे पास क्या है? जो मैटरनल है वो अपना एक रेप्लिका बनाएंगे. ओके, एंड दिस पैटर्नल वन will also make its replica. Okay, if capital T gene is present in this maternal chromosome, so same thing is present in this another one, or that's why we can say that these are sister chromatids. What are they? These are sister chromatids. And here again, if it is if you are considering it is a recessive one, or we can, in case of chromosome theory, we can say that the plant height of gene dwarf one. So again in this sister chromatid it would be small t. Same thing we have considered where? In the Mendel's theory, as we have done that capital T and small t. Okay, so both these are forming the same type of pattern. So here we have completed that how the chromosomal theory is connected with the Mendelian's theory. So we will complete this lecture here. That's all for today. Thank you.